Hello, everyone. Sue.oneschuk here, continuing the workbook lessons of A Course in Miracles. And today we're on lesson 351. And as well, I'm going to be reading section 14, which is titled, What Am I? And here is what is written. It says, I am God's son, complete and healed and whole, shining in the reflection of his love. In me is his creation sanctified and guaranteed eternal in life. In me is love perfected, fear impossible, and joy established without opposite. I am the holy home of God himself. I am the heaven where his love resides. I am his holy sinlessness itself. For in my purity abides his own. Our use for words, it says, is almost over now. Yet in the final days of this 1 year that we gave to God together, you and I, we found a single purpose that we shared, Jesus says. And thus you joined with me so that I, Jesus, am, are, you as well. The truth of what we are is not for words to speak of nor describe. Yet you can realize our function here, and the words can speak of this and teach it too. If we exemplify the words in us, we are the bringers of salvation. We accept our part as saviors of the world, which through our joint forgiveness is redeemed. And this, our gift, is therefore given us. We look on everyone as brother and perceive all things as kindly and as good. We do not seek a function that is past the gate of heaven. Knowledge will return when we have done our part. We are concerned only with giving welcome to the truth. I just want to interject the truth of who we are. As it says here in the very beginning, complete, healed, whole, shining in the reflection of his love, of God's love. Ours are the eyes through which Christ's vision sees a world redeemed from every thought of sin. Ours are the ears that hear the voice for God proclaim the world as sinless. Ours the minds that join together as we bless the world. And from the oneness that we have attained, we call to our brothers, asking them to share our peace and consummate our joy. We are the holy messengers of God who speak of him. And carrying his word to everyone whom he has sent to us, we learn that it is written on our hearts. And thus our minds are changed about the aim for which we came and which we seek to serve. We bring glad tidings to the Son of God, who thought he suffered. Now he is redeemed. And as he sees the gate of heaven stand open before him, he will enter in and disappear into the heart of God. When I read that last statement, we'll enter in and disappear into the heart of God. This is what we are up to experiencing as we continue to do our forgiveness work, as we could continue to remember that we are whole and complete, shining in the reflection of love, and so is our brothers and sisters. That heartfelt experience of the heart of God. And that is, what am I? Now here is lesson 351. My sinless brother is my guide to peace. My sinful brother is my guide to pain. And which, here it's asking us, do I choose to see? Or which, I'm going to read it again, and which I choose to see. Which I choose to see, I will behold. I'm going to read that again. Here is the lesson. My sinless brother is my guide to peace. My sinless brother is my guide to pain. And which I choose to see, I will behold. And it begins with, Father, who is my brother but your Holy Son? And if I see him sinful, I proclaim myself a sinner, not a son of God, alone and friendless in a fearful world. Yet this perception is a choice I make and can relinquish. I can also see my brother sinless as your Holy Son. And with this choice, I see myself sinless. My everlasting comforter and friend beside me, and my way secure and clear. Choose then for me, my Father, through your voice of the Holy Spirit, for he alone gives judgment in your name. My sinless brother is my guide to peace. My sinful brother is my guide to pain, in which I choose to see, I will behold. This lesson is showing us what it means about a mirror reflection. If I'm seeing my brother as sinful, it's a reflection of my own seeing of myself as being sinful. And we're being called to, again, as we do this work, as we practice this course moment by moment to the best of our ability, to see the sinlessness in our brother. That is what guides us to peace. Because as you're seeing it in our brother, it's because we are seeing it in ourselves. As I was doing my reflection this morning, my teachers posed a question, and I'm going to share that with you as well. My teacher students that I work with as well. And here's a deep question. I'm asking myself it as well. And the question is, do you really want to see your brother's sinlessness? You might want to ask yourself, do you really want to see your sinlessness, your holiness, and your innocence? I was reminded again today, as I was, reflecting on the course, the story of the prodigal son. The father has one son that stayed with him and another that went off and wandered off. Did whatever he did with his life. Maybe not always what one might think is, or maybe you might think as sinful. But the story is this, that the son came home And the father opened his arms and threw a party. Father did not see his son, as sinful. He opened his arms with love. And that is what is available always to and for us. God does not see our sinfulness. He only sees us as he created us. And I was reminded again as I watched the movie The Shack. And those of you who may have watched it, or I would suggest it's a good movie to watch. It's all about forgiveness. And near the ending of or at some point in the movie, a father who was a man who was a father who was dealing with a lot from his past and doing his forgiveness work, which is a process. He was asked a question because he was judging others from his past and could not see or have compassion for himself or for the others. That was a part of it. The question was this, because this gentleman had 2 children. And he said, if you had one child that you saw that did well all the time, and then another child that kind of went wayward, as in the prodigal son, would you choose to send one to heaven and the other to hell? He was being asked to look at his own father from the past, as he saw that his own father was on a journey, that how he may have suffered through his father's journey here on this earth. His father's suffering was from something from his past. And in his mind, he was still judging him, and he himself was suffering over it because he hadn't let it go. He hadn't let go of his victimhood. So both of those, the prodigal son and that father being given the choice of whether he would send one child to heaven and one to hell, that's what we're doing from day to day as we look at our brothers and our sisters. We're either choosing to see them as sinless, innocent, holy, or we're choosing to see them as sinful. I hope that helps today as you go forward to continue your practice of these lessons and your striving for your peace, joy, love, and happiness in your life. It's there always. We just need to remove our blocks. All right, I'll leave it at that for today. And thank you, as always, for being on this path of healing with me. It's a gift to me that you take a few moments to watch these videos, to give me the space to be able to reflect and to share. I want you to know that you are supporting me in my healing as well. And as we individually heal, we are supporting the healing of this world, of others, and of the healing of this planet. All right. Thank you again. And please go below. Please comment. Please share. And please subscribe if you haven't already. And I look forward to being with you in the next video for lesson 352. Until then, from my heart to yours, I extend much love to you. Bye for now.